I think it's working. Let me just check. Yep, it's recording. It's
Yay.
recording, guys.
Hello.
Hello. I didn't trick anybody into thinking that I didn't start. Woohoo! Amen and welcome. My name is Yuusha Anime, and here today with me I've got Alpha. Alpha's died. I see. Oh, never mind.
Okay. But I need to think of a way to introduce myself again. Oh yeah, Kabukicho Sherlock is underrated.
Okay. Yeah, that's one way to do it. We have CoolOne.
This is not the real Yuusha. Don't trust him.
Oh, listen here. Listen. Oh, you're being very controversial here. It would be a shame if somebody pulled the ban hammer on you. And finally, we have Unknown.
Our outage every day is a good thing.
Oh.
How do I respond to this? Hell?
I don't know.
Also, you may notice as well, the design is different from normal. This design that I'm going to be using for the Lewdcast, I will only be using for the time that I am in Japan. So, yeah, enjoy it while it lasts. So, we got a fair few subjects today, haven't we? Woo-wee! So,
Yeah, we have
it's time now. I think this is episode 8. Is it? Episode 8? 7? 8? I can't remember.
Around that number, yes.
Yeah, it's around 7 or 8. One of them. If I get it wrong...
I'm a quick 7.
Oh, it's 7. Okay. Okay,
Yes,
everyone
yes.
can now have a go at me in the comments for forgetting my own series and where I'm at. Thank you very much. Right. Alright, so let's just jump straight into a long-awaited damn Lewdcast. So here we go for the first question. Yeah, we got one happy person. Thank you very much.
All right.
Just so you know, that wasn't canned laughter. I promise you. Please.
Yeah, it's good.
Wait. Is Alexa listening into us or something?
What the heck is that?
What the hell was that? All right, first question.
You know what?
Okay.
Don't mind her.
Alright, don't mind. First question. This one's going to be a bit of a heavy question for the first one, but what is the biggest downside of the anime community for us personally? Because that one's definitely going to get some opinions going. Oof.
Oh, I have a lot of things to say about that.
Okay.
You go first.
No. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I think his thing was talking to him.
I'll say my things later.
I think his voice thing was going off and he couldn't control it.
What happened,
Well,
CoolOne?
something happened. Well, yeah, something fucked up.
Yeah, I think something
Yeah,
messed up in
that's
his
about
end,
it.
so he didn't even know you were speaking then, Unknown.
Okay. I'll just say my experiences later. So,
Okay.
your turn, whoever.
I think I'll put my 2 cents in quickly because I think the biggest downside for the community is the people who can't separate fiction from reality. I think that's the biggest problem, or the biggest downside of the anime community, because a lot of people like to think they're one character, or cosplay. Cosplay is fine. I have no problem with cosplays. I've done it myself. But you need to know the difference between reality and make-believe. Some people try to blend anime into thinking it's real, when really it's just pieces of paper. But they are cool pieces of paper that are flown one after another, and we get a lovely story. Heck, it's art. But it's when people take it too far, and you know that their body pillow already stands up. And also, the girl side, well, they have plenty of bara-frickin' dakimakarus. Let's just be honest now.
Yes, they do.
Anyway, who's going to go next?
About
The biggest downside of the anime community.
Yeah. Nah, me still later.
Okay.
alright, Alpha.
Not too much, but it's pretty much I kind of have the same answer with Yusha. I kind of agree for him almost all the parts. I mean, yeah, for sure, there are some instances that some anime series would take place sometimes based on real events. I don't know
Hmm.
if it's actually the case,
I think that
but
was Tokyo Magnitude as an example of that one. Tokyo
yeah, that could
Magnitude
be
8.0.
yeah, that could be one example. But if if for some reason it's kind of like misinformed or there is something that's lacking and people seems to yap about it, that it kind of it kind of annoys me a little bit because it's not that they're going to show everything that is based on real life events and all that stuff. And of course, it's related to the people that cannot uh, differentiate between fiction and reality.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of the same when people do like cheap TV documentaries when they like base it around facts and do their own spin on it. It's kind of like that
Yep.
because it's based
Yep.
on
Definitely like that.
they put in a disclaimer saying it's based on true events. Doesn't mean it's completely accurate. It's just based on true events or some facts.
Yes.
That's fair enough.
Yep.
So cool one unknown. Who is next?
I'm gonna be first. So the part of the anime community that I really fucking hate and I see as a downside is the people who compare different characters from different animes. Like, why the fuck do they even try to compare? It's two different things. It's like comparing an apple to a fucking orange.
I mean,
Why?
the only time I ever do that.
Why?
Hold on. Okay. The only
Okay,
reason that we sometimes do that is because we do it just to say, okay, these are basically the same characters. Like, for example, both the different Love Life series. Let's be honest, some of the characters are carbon copies. Some of them have their own personality, and some of them are all right. But if it's from a different series, like for example, Black Lagoon with Revi, and then you compare her
Yeah.
to freaking Remchon from Non Non Yuri.
Oh,
What are you
no.
gonna do with that comparison? What are you gonna do?
That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
The unfair.
They go into a blood
comparison.
sport. Who wins?
Yes.
Out of
Just
Remy
like
and
this
Remchon, who
comparison
wins?
between- wrench on. Fuck it.
Yeah, I think I get it now. The comparison that does not make sense. That's what you mean.
I know, just kind of like this comparison between Saitama and Goku. That kind of comparison.
Yeah, I think it's
so
just a
full
power
of
match.
Stupidity.
It's just
so
a
full
power
of
match.
stupidity. Like, I know.
This is just mainstream fan base making comparison.
Oh,
No,
you mean
I
like the
just use
simple
that as a
ones?
reference.
Yeah, it's a very
Yes,
easy
I
reference
use
and
that
easy to
though as a
understand.
reference. They're like two different actual beings, man. Goku is a fucking god and Saitama is a human. Why would you compare a god to a fucking human?
A human
There's
who
no
just wants to
fucking
be a
logic in that.
hero for fun. Oh, how
I
they
know.
massacred season 2. Right.
Heh.
Right.
I hate JC Staff for doing that. No.
Oof. Alright, unknown one. It's your turn, my boy.
Yep. Yay.
Oh, well, this is gonna be a really
Find out
good
next
one.
week on the next episode of Dragon Ball.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna be a
I'm just
really,
joking.
it's gonna be a really good one. That, wow, I have a lot of things to say about the anime community's downside.
Okay.
Sure, go ahead.
Just try and go
We
for
got-
the
we have a
biggest
bunch of time.
factor. Just go for the biggest factor you can out of all of them and focus on that one.
Yes.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna say here is, this is really controversial. That the downside of the anime community is you are letting a lot of other people becoming anime fans and bringing them as members of the community. But a lot of these other fans are, well, let's just call them normies or NPCs like exactly because this they are the reason that the anime community does have its downsides, like of course, for example, like what's happening in the Demon Slayer fandom. Like, oh
Yes.
my goodness,
Yes.
Nezuko's
Ah,
fan art is there is a load fan art of Nezuko, but of course you have this nonsensical outrage that's happening not only in Demon Slayer, but of course everything around the anime community.
Whenever there's a
There's
character,
just
it's
a
going to
lot
be
of
looted.
yeah, there's just a lot of this kind of people who yeah, fake anime fans, normies, whatsoever.
Oh, the trenders, the trendy people.
yes.
Ah, I got
Yes.
it. I got it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And not only that, also in general, like you are judging someone else's taste for watching an anime they like that has a lot of fan service etchiness. I mean,
That
like for example, I watch an anime like Bakuan. Okay, Bakuan
Oh,
is just like
Bakuon.
Yeah.
it's comedy etchy. I really enjoy
It's
that,
just
but
soap
of
suds.
course,
It's just soap
but
suds.
of course, the majority of who are anime fans now will judge anybody with a taste like that.
welcome to 2019.
Hi, I
Yeah.
I am an anime fan, and I've only watched High School of the Dead.
Oh fuck. No. No.
No, let's be honest. There are trenders.
That-
There are serious trenders that only
Those-
hop onto something, especially when the big time when it happened was Attack on Titan. Like, I'm not saying that Attack on Titan is bad. Before anybody starts typing like keyboard warriors right now, I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
It is good, but I just never really got into it because it got so overhyped, in my opinion, that I kind of expected more from it. And some of the community, they just watch Attack on Titan and say, I'm now an anime fan. It's like, no, you just watched one anime. It just means you like an anime. If you are an anime fan, go watch a Slice of Life anime. Go watch a Supernatural anime. Go watch a mech anime. As much as I hate mecha anime, I actually found a couple I do like, unbelievably. Macross series. Macross. That was hard to stomach. But yeah,
Well-
if you like anime, look at multiple genres. Don't be conceited to just go into one genre. Although I'm kind of being a hypocrite here myself because that's how I kind of started out. Whoops.
Yeah, that's how everyone started, though, Yuusha.
Yeah, I mean,
That's how
yeah,
everyone
but
started
then
out,
you
though.
go into that slope of watching more different genres, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So as long as you watch a bit more and you
So
become a
wait,
bit more
wait,
open-minded
wait,
about
wait,
it,
wait. Wait. So,
it's trendies.
concerning unknown, unknown
Yeah?
one's topic, right?
Yeah.
You say that trenders stay in because they like it. So does that mean normal anime fans are also bad as well?
Ooh.
Well, here's the unfortunate fact.
Smoke
If
blood.
they,
Smoke blood.
well, if they really adapted to, of course, what are the common tropes in anime? Well, who knows exactly in their mind? But the other problem is how nitpicky are their opinions.
Ah.
To the-
Yes.
Hitting the sweet
can't-
spot, baby.
Wait,
Hold on 1 minute.
excuse
I've got to
me.
open my bottle quickly. Bear with me. I'm taking a drink to this. I've got Calpis strawberry flavour today.
Yes.
Oh my
Bottoms
god, that
up.
is... Yes, Calpis
Bottoms up,
strawberry
baby.
flavoured. Bottoms up. Oh wow, I never thought I'd like a strawberry soda before. Woo! Alright, continue, Unknown. I'm sorry about that. I had to take a drink.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You see, you can say, yes, there's no problem with fan service. You like fan service, but of course, this nitpicky mindset like saying, do you really want this fan service constantly pushing it on you. Of course,
As
these people will say no. I mean, it's the obvious answer.
It's as if the fan
The-
service actually dragged the series down. It just doesn't make any sense. Sure, it can be a bit distracting. Sure, it can be annoying, but it's not the main reason why the series can be dragged down, depending on the circumstances of the anime itself.
Yeah, it depends on the genre that you're looking at. I mean, if you're watching an ecchi anime, just expect it to either have quite a bit of it or just have busty characters that may show a tiny bit of cleavage. I mean, it's a bit of a big gap with
Absolutely.
some of them. I mean, I can say, I don't think that always ruins a series, but I can easily say if it's one that's plot makes no sense, the characters are forgettable, and all of the other parts like that all mesh into one, then yeah, it's not helping the anime community. I mean, I've seen plenty of them like that. If the stars.
Isekai cheat magician.
Controversy.
It's just the anime community have forgotten that. I mean, this could have been just like simply just a form of entertainment, serious or not.
Yeah. I mean, it still technically is a
Exactly.
form of entertainment. I mean, we're watching it. Are we entertained? Sometimes.
Yeah. No.
It's true. Yeah.
I mean, even in our most favourite shows, we have our little nitpicks, don't we? But that one I understand completely because that's why I kind of stopped watching most ecchi anime as of the past couple of years.
Yeah.
All right.
I try to avoid watching harem.
I don't know. I don't know. Some harem are really good. Don't get me wrong. We're having a lack of action anime, but some of the romance ones and harem ones are surprisingly pretty good recently. And I'm liking that, and I don't mind it too much. Yeah.
Just
Like-
like
Yes. Boku wa Benkyou dekinai.
That's the only harem that I can
Gotobun no
actually
Hanayome.
say.
Gotobun no Hanayome.
Yes, it's actually great in my opinion.
Yeah, and
Well, still
I
prefer
like
Boku
them.
in my opinion.
Miku
Well,
is best girl.
Here's in my opinion that harem works the best in hentai.
Yes.
Yes!
Subtlety out the window.
Yes, baby!
Hold
That
on
is
now.
so
Hold on now. Are we going to be listing
Yeah,
titles? Do I need to
100%
put a warning in this video now? Hold up.
Well, this is the Lewdcast, so judging
My
from the
bad.
name, you don't need a warning.
Yeah,
Oh,
It's
fuck
already
it.
there.
Fuck it. I don't get
What happens
monetized.
to
And
Yeah.
I don't get monetized
as
anymore. Oh, by the way, if you like the Lewdcast, I have a Patreon. Shameless drop right here.
yeah.
Wink.
Ah.
Oh, sell out me. First time I've ever
Oh,
sold
boy.
out. Oh.
Stop being a sellout, Yuusha, please.
I'm sorry, I'm new to this.
You're ruining the content for the people!
Can I say my last?
Ah, man.
Oh my god.
Guys,
Mm.
can I say my
Yeah.
last piece?
Mm.
Yeah,
Sure.
And also the character trope like tsundere works also 100% in hentai.
Huh?
I've seen examples where it's kind of not worked,
Oh.
but if you're on
Yeah.
about the harem ones, yeah, they usually do it all right.
Yeah, it's that. I'm not
It's
saying
ki-
it's
it's-
perfect, but it works.
I'm 50-50 on the Tsundere, though.
All right, easy example I can drop right off the top of my head: tentacle witches.
Eroge, chamo game, blah 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 blah.
Eroge.
Oh yes, my
Jitaku
favorite
Keibin.
character.
Jitako Keibin.
Okay.
All right, can you please not get my video taken down from YouTube?
Watch that now.
Right, get back here, you little shit.
Those are a few examples now.
Euphoria!
Oh. My favorite.
Let's not give them a lot of recommendations here. That's not good, man. It's not good, man. Let's not go for it, man.
Alright. Let's chill,
It's okay for a few, but we gotta chill. We
Alright.
have few only. That's good.
All right, shall we move on to our
Watch
next
Iron
question?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
All
please.
right.
Sure.
So, this one's from a new person in the server. If you had an anime based on your life, what would it be named? How would the genre be classed, and who would you have would you have a love interest? So basically, what if you had an anime based on your life? What would you call it? What genre would it be? And would you have a love interest? And if so, who? Which is the last bit I'm a bit with, because well, I don't need to say anything about myself now, do I? Self martyrdom. Drop a grenade to destroy your enemies as well as the remains of yourself. Thank you. All right, anime based on your life.
That's kind of actually tough, especially when you have to come up with a title name.
Does it have to be in Japanese as well?
I don't think it's necessary.
You know what?
I don't
Let's
think
just
it's necessary.
let's just do an English title just to be easier.
Okay, I mean, genres I can put on my one, I guess. Off the top of my head, probably seinen, drama, comedy, slice of life. Probably easily right off the top of my head.
Pretty much all of us will have that same genre. The one that we are here right now, all of us will have that genre.
I mean, okay, I'll drop an extra tag, psychological.
Interesting.
Or it could be that.
Well, all right then. All right, and love interest. Well,
For me,
I
not really.
had one, and that was it. That was 4 years ago, mate. You think I get puss? Nah, I play visual novels. Welcome to the freaking Lewdcast. Right.
Uh-huh.
Welcome to life.
Alright, anime based on your life, though. What would it be named?
It's actually hard to think about it to be it.
A not so
Honestly-
ordinary life. I mean, it's simple. No, actually. If I was to make one now based on my situation, I didn't expect to pass my second year, so now I'm in Japan studying.
Uh-huh.
Unexpected realities.
It's literally like we did not expect this. No, a surprise, but a welcome one. There we go. There's the line.
Yep.
But yeah, I just thought, like, okay, light novels have the longest title in the world, so just go with that. I mean, heck, there's one that's titled. I couldn't make it as a hero, so I made a pizzeria with my elf wife. I think it's called.
I see.
It's actually kind of cute, so if you're interested, have a read of it. All right. Anybody got an answer?
I'm actually
Damn,
thinking
I
about
can't
it.
think
Hold
of
on.
a
I'm thinking
title
about the
on this
title.
one.
I know my genres though.
Okay.
Hold on. It's gonna be comedy, slice of life.
Everyone's gonna have-
horror.
No, wait. Before we all say this, I
I'm just
could
joking.
tell all of us here would pick slice of life. We'll pick
Yeah.
comedy. We're gonna pick seinen.
I mean, which
That's
crazy
pretty
bastard
much-
would choose action?
It depends on our job basically, or what we do in our daily
Retail
life.
is the war zone.
Edgy.
Oh, that's so.
Alright, as you were saying, cool one.
Huh?
You were listing off your genres.
Okay, my genres will be comedy, slice of life, etchy, and I guess I think that's it.
I'm more curious about the etchy, but okay.
Itchy, huh?
Yeah,
My
wait,
love
wait a minute.
interest.
I
My love interest though.
You know what you might be referencing.
Wait, can we pick from another anime, or do we have to think of one?
No, it's think of your own.
yeah, we're thinking about because
Okay,
Yeah.
someone similar to Rem in How Not to Summon a Demon Lord, I guess. Someone similar to that. Would be my love interest. and
How not to
someone I
summon a
would
demon
gladly-
lord. So,
Yes.
how not to summon a cool one.
No.
My goodness.
Wait, how to summon someone and not make him be cool?
Oof. Oof.
How not summon? How not to sum? Fuck.
Boy, don't make me throw a
You're-
dictionary at you.
Man, you're gonna
You
get
can't English-
demonetized.
I don't get
English
monetized
anymore.
anymore. My entire channel's been demonetized. Everything
Oh,
is
well.
freaking
my-
gone. Heck, I even had a video claimed for copyright that I made almost 5 years ago.
And I guess the title's gonna be A Teenager's Life.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Pretty
Alright.
generic, but are you
uh,
really interested about the ecchi part though?
I am, because I'm guessing to some extent teens do have a bit of itchy around that time, but I'm not going to
Yeah.
go into those
No,
because
this
people
is-
will have a go at me. Right.
So Alpha,
Smooth.
you actually why? Why do I do this to myself?
Hey, I'm not complaining. You're the one complaining.
Yeah,
Don't bring this upon yourself then.
yeah. It's
Okay,
your turn.
so-
Alpha SOB.
Yeah. No.
Okay. First off, when it comes to would I have a love interest? Absolutely not. Um, for the genre, that's the usual. You know, seinen, slice of life. I don't know if we're gonna put in coming of age.
Coming of age? I mean, is it... I mean, every country's coming of age is different, isn't it?
Wait. No, I don't think I don't think it's needed at this point.
I think the only time coming of age will come around if it's bloody hentai.
Yeah.
So it probably is
does-
best if you don't say that one.
Yes,
So if
don't
I'm gonna
please.
base on my life, I think it's going to be something that is similar to Hyoka, but with the exclusion of the mystery part.
Oh, okay, that's
Mm,
fair.
I see.
That's fair. And you
Yeah,
mentioned
that's
a
actually nice.
throwback that I love. Oh my god, season 2
Damn.
when?
Yep.
Season 2 when?
Yeah, I know, right?
Well, it's
In-
unfortunate.
Everyone on about No Game No
In
Life not
three-
getting a
in
second
369.
season. Listen, everyone's on about No Game No Life not getting a second season. Boy, where's my Hyoka? I need my ice cream. And if people have seen that anime, you know exactly what I'm referencing. Now, finally, unknown one.
No ice cream,
Okay.
please.
So it's my turn now.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Genre.
Yeah, the
Genre is romance,
Hentai.
comedy. My goodness.
Hold the phone. Romance?
Hold up. Can we go 5 minutes without mentioning
no.
hentai?
Now let's go serious, please.
Come on now. So we got rom-com.
So, romance,
Alright.
romance, comedy, and
Okay.
drama.
Drama. Well,
okay.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah, yeah.
What would the
So,
title be?
Love interest.
No love interest.
Well, is it okay with
I mean, there would be a love interest if it was romance, wouldn't it?
I know. What?
Yeah.
So would you be loving yourself?
I mean, self-assess is the thing, I guess.
It's like saying go fuck yourself, but it's with extra steps.
No, no,
wait,
self-assessed is literally that, as a whole. No other thing needs to be said. I mean, wait until Narcissus discovers the mirror. Anyway.
So does it count along with the crush?
Rush?
I guess.
With a crush in real life?
I mean,
Something
yeah,
like
that could
Takagi-san,
count
I
as
guess.
romance. That could count as romance.
Yeah.
So yeah, there would be a love interest. Okay. Ooh.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
I think it works.
Interesting.
Yeah, I do have a crush, but
You actually have a love interest.
He's done better than
Well,
all of us.
but
Wow.
unfortunately, guys. But unfortunately, my crush has a boyfriend.
Oh,
Sad for you.
don't worry.
Have
Yeah.
fun.
Well, it's alright. It's
Wake
not-
me up when September ends.
Oh yeah.
It already ended.
Oh
Oh.
wait.
Oh yeah.
November!
That's why you're awake.
November.
No, you're already
Fuck.
awake. Just stop, cool one. Just
Oh,
stop.
Alright, I'm gonna go back to sleep then.
No, stay awake here. Get your ass back here, boy. You're doing a podcast. Right. So for that
Yeah,
one, you're going to answer this one first, since this is your question, cool one. Ugly bastards that we like.
You
I can't
okay?
even think of-
You want me to be serious?
Yes.
You want me to be serious?
Yes.
That
Yeah,
guy from
fire away.
Jitaco Cabin.
From what?
From Jitaco Cabin.
Oh, wait a minute.
It's that Netorare. Netorare.
Yes.
Naturale.
Yes.
Why?
Oh, no, Yuusha, I thought you were Michael. Yuusha, I thought you were Michael Jackson. Why are you being Dracula right now? Stop.
I am a bit late by
Stop changing your
Halloween.
persona, please.
No, don't bring back the Michael Jackson part. Why? I just remembered that. No. You motherfuckers, listen here. How the hell did I sound like freaking Dracula? Was Dracula an opera singer? I mean, I know he was a good sucker, but that's another story. But
Alright, so.
but that one really? You had to go for NTR,
Yeah,
my
I'm
dude?
serious.
I mean,
I'm
okay.
serious.
So much for the wholesome route, right?
It's totally
Fuck
family.
wholesome.
Well then, I'll get my one done with then, since my one is absolutely wholesome. Takio Goda from
Alright.
Ore Monogatari.
Oh. Yay. But he's not a bastard now.
I don't know. Was his parents married when he was conceived? Look at the definition of bastard. You'll see that the definition of a bastard is somebody who was birthed before their parents were married. That is a bastard. So, if you think about it, he is an ugly bastard.
I guess.
I
I
guess.
guess.
So.
If that is true, I don't know about the parents. I don't know about the
Yeah,
parents.
let's leave it that way.
But-
Let's leave it that way.
Yeah, let's keep it that way. Let's not go that route.
The wholesome bro needs. I would gladly give that guy a handshake, even if it means crushing my own freaking fingers. All right, who's next? Unknown Alpha.
I can't think of an ugly bastard, to be honest.
You pure soul.
But if I would pick someone out of the blue, even though he's technically not, I would pick Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes.
what
All
is
right.
this?
Is it because he's got a big nose?
Yeah, you can say that, and he has a weird ass personality. Even when he looks through girls, especially when it comes to investigating and all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean he does do drugs. Yeah, that damn needle. That damn needle. We're getting. God damn it, Doctor.
Yep.
Watson,
Yep.
give me the needle. Holmes, not again. Shut up, Watson. You know I need my daily dosage. Injects NTR memes.
Wink.
Alright, that was bad. Moving on. Go on, Unknown.
Wow. Nobody.
Ha!
Nobody.
Yeah.
Ah.
I mean, what's with these ugly bastards?
I don't know.
I don't
Question
know.
cool one.
You
Wait,
are too
what-
pure. You
What?
are too pure.
I can't
Is-
believe you introduced me to hentai and you have actually no one. Wow! My sensei doesn't know anyone. You betrayed me. You fucking betrayed me.
What is the storyline? Why did this get created all of a sudden? Listen, if you wanna create your own freaking tragic backstory, do it in another podcast.
This is your question, CoolOne. Is this relevant?
I just wanted to
I
get it
just
over
wanted
with
to-
this one because it's such an odd question. Like,
I know.
Alright, let's move on.
alright.
Yeah, let's move on.
Okay, this one's going to be very wholesome. Alright? Nothing dirty.
Yay.
Okay?
Yes.
Good. Anime ending songs that had you blown away. Go.
Ending.
And
Oh,
anime ending
Okay.
songs.
Ah. Ending.
Because we always focus on the OPs usually, and we never really listen to the endings, really, do we?
Yeah, I agree.
I
I'm
guess.
gonna start off.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, wait.
You want me to go first?
I don't mind who
Alright,
goes
sure, go
first,
ahead.
but why do you sound 10 times louder than normal?
Because I have my mic. You know what? And I'm back.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Alright, so who's going to go first?
What the heck? What? Say something. Say something.
Wait, me?
All right. Mine is Asobi ending.
Okay, yes. I actually know that one. That was a good one. Nice.
Re- It just caught me off guard. Like from the opening to the actual episode, it seemed so wholesome, but when then the ending kicked in, I was like, whoa,
And
Bruh.
Core is in the building.
whoa.
I mean, it
Whoa,
is
dude.
good. So, I won't hold that against anyone. So, who's going to go next?
Okay, I'm gonna go next.
All right, hit it.
Alright. So, before I say my answer, the reason I asked this question is because it didn't took me a while till about a couple of months ago when I watched Cowboy Bebop,
Oh,
aka the greatest anime
Oh
series of all
yes,
time in
that's
my
another
are
opinion.
you going to go with Life is Like a Boat?
Nope,
no.
not really.
Uh-huh.
But
Oh no, the Real Folk Blues.
when I first watched Cowboy Bebop, I know the opening theme, the opening song of Cowboy Bebop, "Tank" by Seatbelts, was absolutely amazing, incredibly iconic for the series. But when the ending comes in, cue in the Real Folk Blues by Seatbelts featuring Mai Yamane as the vocalist. I was immediately
The
blown
real.
away by the beauty of the sound when it starts, hitting that trumpet and then the drums and everything. It felt like I'm just being swooned out, and
Zoomed out.
everything is it's just like, man, I feel like I want to dance or something. It's like it felt like I really want to walk on a a long road, a long endless road where I feel I'll just be walking along with the blues. And
You need a
mind you,
chair.
I think, yep. Mind you, I think I was a bit tipsy because some shots. But regardless, I still get blown away by that song. I will never forget that song for as long as I live.
Right. I'm going to cheat a bit here with my one. I have actually got three I
No.
can't decide from. Because they're all so great.
No. You
I'm
have
sorry.
to decide, Yusha.
No!
You
Don't
have
make me
to
Wait,
do
decide.
this!
wait, remember I put a slash on the S, meaning that it could be more than one song.
Oh, you soul. Thank you.
Oh,
These
you win this
three.
time, Yusha.
Thank you.
You win.
These three I cannot get out of my head. The first one being from Ergo Proxy. Like, if you'd ever watched Ergo
Oh,
Proxy,
I watched that one.
yeah, the outro is a song called Paranoid Android, which I think for the series and what was going on in there was a perfect, it was a perfect hit for me. For the anime, the setting, the grueling part, and then the idea of Paranoid Android by Radiohead, one of my favourite little rock bands, I thought it's great. I thought it's perfect for it. This one, a lot of people are going to hate me for, just for making them remember. Dango, dango, Dango,
Uh,
dango,
Clan,
dango,
yeah.
That's alright. I
dango,
like it. Yeah, I actually like it also.
Don't
Yeah,
don't make me
it's
cry. Don't make me cry now.
Don't. That one I
I've
can
had a
easily.
bad day.
No,
I
no,
had
no,
a
no, no,
bad day.
no. Stop. There's a
Don't make
reason.
me cry.
There's a reason. Let me
Don't
explain
make
to the
me
people who
cry.
may not know why. If you have not. Okay. Okay, Boomer. So basically, if you'd ever watched Clanad, you would understand exactly why that song hits really damn hard. Or if you played the visual novel, even. It's originally a visual novel. And it's knowing that song from the beginning and watching it all the way through to after story, mind you, that you then go back and listen to that and you cry like a baby.
I cried like a little bitch.
Yeah, I did too. I mean, you're not the only one you're not the only one there, so don't worry. And the last one, it's this one's going to be from an anime mentioned earlier, Kimi ni Matsuwaru, which is Kimi ni Matsuwaru Mystery, which is from Hyoka. That ending was spot on.
Right.
Oh, I see.
That ending was one of the key things that made me fall in love with the anime. Was that one ending was so perfect. And if you haven't seen Hyoka, what the hell are you doing? As much as I want you to keep watching this podcast, watch the damn anime. It's amazing. I love it. And also, if you like mystery, slice of life, it's right up your alley.
And I just finally found a main character that shared the same
Energy.
energy as me. Like,
Yeah. I actually liked him so much. Believe it or not, I actually made him my freaking profile picture on Facebook years ago.
Yep.
yeah.
Oh god, that was embarrassing to say. Jesus.
Wait, you have Facebook?
It's my personal one. The one I'm mentioning. It's not. I do have a Facebook page, but I just don't post on there. It's bloody dead, and Facebook's crap.
But you have Facebook.
A personal one, but I don't really. Oh god. Oh god.
Bruh.
Moving on. Unknown. What would you say is your favorite?
Oh, well, I don't know if this is a favorite, but let's just say this is not my favorite, but something that blown me away. The
Okay.
anime ending song is actually I really do not know the name of these lyrics, but I listened to this song which was from the Capo, the original anime adaptation. Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
actually mildly surprised to even hear the anime of the Capo.
But here's the ironic part is that I really hate the anime. Okay, I really hate that. I mean the Capo, but this ending actually kind of blown me away to where I am right now. Like now I know much about the anime community, so that's where it puts me to.
I mean, that's
Yep,
actually
it's
very
not-
fair. That's fair. That's I actually can't say anything to that. I think I actually tried watching that anime like 5 years back. I just couldn't get into
Yeah.
it, but I definitely want to get into the visual novel because I've heard the visual novel's amazing. But the anime I just couldn't get into.
I mean, I really don't. But because of course it's from the earlier times when I watched the Capo, that well it really puts me to where I am right now.
Ah, okay. That do you know what? That's fair.
And may I add another one?
Yes, you can.
It's from Kyokai no Kanata.
Oh, nice.
When I watched the anime, I felt the feels. I cried.
I
But a thing was
actually.
here. Only a thing was here. And the ending was just a freaking strawberry on the top of the cake. It just set the mood right, and I finally freaking cried. Ah,
Believe it or not, as I love both the OP and the ending song. of Kyokai
Yeah,
no
it's
Kanata,
those-
but I've never been
those are
able
really
to
good.
actually watch the entire series through. I love the art design.
Bruh.
No, don't bro me. Hold on, listen to me. I heard all the hype about it. I liked it, but for some reason, something's not pulling me towards it. It feels like when I watch it, I feel like I'm being pushed away, or I'm not getting something. And I just can't get over that feeling. It just bothers me when I watch it, and I don't know how to describe it. I want to watch it,
What are you
but
doing with your life?
living right. All right, let's go. We've got quite a few questions now. I think about it. Okay, so
Yeah.
this is one of CoolOne's questions, and he definitely shared a couple. So, the one character you can never lewd in any way. Ooh, controversial.
Too easy. Too easy.
If you say Kana,
Easy. All right, go ahead, fire away for yourself.
Kinda!
Ask that
I'm
question.
joking.
I knew you was going to say Kana. Too late. Next.
No, not, my answer is not actually Kanna though. It's,
Okay.
Rin Shima from Eurocamp.
Oh, Nedashiko or the other girl.
Rin Shima.
Rin.
Shima Rin.
I've actually got the first Japanese volume of Eurocamp, and I am going to read it soon. I'm just reading through
I'm
Ichidenai
fucking
de
jealous.
Nagatoro-san.
I'm fucking jealous.
If you want, I can send you a picture. It's still in cellophane wrap.
Gimme.
You want the picture now, do you?
At least one page, please.
All right. Jesus Christ. Let me just stand up
Oh my goodness.
I want a season 2 of the anime. Fucking hell.
Oh, you're so thirsty.
Yeah. Well, yes, but actually no.
Alright, I took the picture, you dirty bastard. Right.
Where is it?
Does this... Hold up. I've just taken it with my phone. Does this need to go in the podcast as well? Are you going to make me edit?
Yes.
Oh, wait. What just happened? CoolOne.
Uh-oh.
CoolOne died. God damn it. Alright, there we go. I'm going to put it in... Oh, there he is.
Oh, he's back.
Alright, I'm going to put it in Lewdcast suggestions since
What
it was
the
in
hell?
the Lewdcast.
What just happened?
You, for some reason, got kicked. I don't know why. There we go. It's in Lewdcast suggestions. There we go. And also, if you guys...
Oh my god, it's so fucking gorgeous.
Alright, and if you guys want to drop your own question for the Lewdcast, you can also do it in the description below, or you can come to my server and drop a few questions in there. Wink, wink. Right. So, never lewd in any way. Okay, I can say this easily without any doubt. Remchom.
Why? Why would you know the kid?
No, not! Never, you douche!
Oh,
Look at the question! You
I
read the
know,
question, you donkey ass!
I know what I asked. Uh-oh. Hold on.
You can
Alright, I know what I
never,
asked.
never.
I know.
Don't get mad at
I
me
know
from
what-
your own question.
I'm not getting mad at you. I'm getting mad at Rule 34.
Don't mention that disgustingly sacred but yet satanic place.
guys, come on.
Alright, come on, we need to move on with them.
Yeah.
Cool
okay,
one,
great job.
move on. Stop.
Alright, who's next? Alpha? Unknown?
I can't think of one.
You go ahead, Alpha.
I really cannot think of one. I just need to... I'm just gonna think one at the top of my head.
Okay.
Wait. Let me think. Len from Gun Girl. There. That's all I
Oh.
can say. Next.
Okay. Okay. I didn't expect that one, but yeah, that's fine.
That's great.
I see.
Unknown?
Oh, it's
Yes,
my
you.
turn now.
It's you.
Oh my goodness. All right. Can never loot in any way.
Yes.
Well, this is gonna be hard for me. Let's see.
Yeah, because you loot everyone you see.
What the hell have you done to me in your own spare
Really?
time?
Come on now.
I'm just joking. I'm just joking. It's a joke. It's a joke.
Okay, thank God. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Maybe I just go with everyone else from Kiniro Mosai. I just pick all of them.
Every character from Kinira Mosaic. Nice. I mean,
Yes.
just say Kitty and everything will be alright.
Okay. That's it. I won't go any further.
Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty then. So.
I mean, go ahead.
Oh, yep. Oh, no?
Go ahead. I just don't like to.
No. I interrupted you.
Okay. I mean, just go ahead. It's okay.
Okay. So, next question. I'm not going to do all of the questions on here as well, just because it's. I don't think we're going to get them all done in time for maybe an hour and a half, and I want to make that very longest, if anything, for this podcast as well. Want to keep it like a good hour's length, like a healthy length. So, next question would be if you were an anime. It says anime creator. So if you was a mangaka, which animation studio would you go with if you had the offer to have it adapted into an anime?
It's tough because it's gonna be depending on what genre you have.
Yes. Like off the top of my head, if I was going with action, I would go with Bones.
Yes.
And if it was rom-com, I would go with KyoAni.
of
Obviously.
course, no, KyoAni.
Kyoto Animation, poor souls. I hope they're doing much better now because I don't know if anybody knows this as well, but Kyoto Animation actually had a massive fire that happened to it, and when it did, I believe 33 people died in it. And if I remember right now, there was actually a GoFundMe that was created for KyoAni to get back on its feet, and I think it got the exact goal over by 3 times from all of the supporters. So, you guys out there that were supporting the anime community, good freaking job. Alright, good freaking job.
Kudos to those people who donated.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm about probably 4 months late to that. Alright, who's next?
Who is next?
Not me. Later.
Okay. UnknownOne likes being the last one, it seems. The mystery deepens.
Mystery.
Alright, Alpha.
Man. Alright, I'll try. I finally hear my name. My signal is crap.
I can make out what you're saying.
Yep. This question is also a bit challenging to myself, actually.
Okay.
But if I had to go with one specific anime, I think it's going to be a sport genre. So
Okay.
with that case, I will pick Production IG.
Nice. Okay. Yep. That's a good choice. I don't blame you for that one.
And plus, nobody has ever made a bowling anime before. So I wonder so that's why I wondered to myself if I were able to make an anime that is, based off of bowling, why not call it in Production IG?
I mean, it's hard trying to get into niches when you're trying to make a manga because you've got to have an audience that'll be interested in picking it up. Some people think, oh, it's just another manga going into a different sport. It's probably not going to be that interesting, but then you'll have the other part of the people that'll be like, oh, they actually done one in this sport? Yeah, I'll take this. Yeah, yeet. But, there's just different people, different things. You need to gear it to the right people if you're going to make that. All right.
Yep.
CoolOne. Your turn.
It's really challenging, to be honest. You know what? I'll go with the genre, I guess, slice of life,
Okay.
and then, maybe A1 Pictures.
Yeah,
Maybe.
that one's still a good choice though. A1 Pictures made some good stuff. I mean, I just wish that I get to see more Type Moon sort of animation sometimes, because Type Moon makes some really good animation.
Oh, they do.
Yeah,
They do.
really good.
All right, yeah, that was a surprisingly wholesome round. Yeah. Why am I celebrating?
Well, you are still celebrating
It's the
yourself.
birthday. We gon'
Yes.
party like it's the birthday. We go
Okay.
party like it's the birthday.
All right.
Yeah, we don't give a
So-
fuck,
So
the
it's
birthday.
my turn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if I want to make action anime, I'll go with the Madhouse and Type Moon.
Ooh.
Madhouse.
Yeah,
That's definitely
Madhouse is good. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
Dude,
wasn't it Madhouse
prefer
that
popular
animated
choice.
to Overlord?
I loved how they animated One Punch Man, so I can't blame you that. On that
Yeah.
one.
Well, Madhouse don't make the best animation, but they really did make up for it. I say.
That's fair enough. I mean, they do animate quite well, especially when it comes to specific genres. It's just some they kind of lack in at times. Sometimes it's just maybe even directing fault, or maybe even time constraints. But yeah, I think we had all good choices all around on that one. All right, this one was actually UnknownOne who actually came up with this question, and it's preferred taste in anime waifus. So I'm guessing like what
Yes.
we like the best about the waifu characters, or what we look for.
It can be anything, but of course your specific taste.
All right, I'm gonna say just 2 words: midriff.
Oh,
Big plus, mate. Big plus.
interesting. That's interesting.
I ain't gonna say any more than that. That's me done. Moving on.
Oh my god.
Huh.
Usually I wanna go last, so you guys first.
Okay, I'll just make it quick for me.
Okay.
Sun vibe type.
One-san. Ooh, ara.
Oh.
Honest.
Ara.
Ara. Ayaya.
Let's move forward.
I mean,
Forward.
there were some terrifying older sisters. Trust me, I read doujins. I know.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Right, cool one.
If I had to pick, I guess maybe the ones with glasses. I don't know.
Glasses.
I'm into someone that has glasses.
You're into
apparently.
You're into bad eyesight. Got it.
Yeah.
So they won't recognize you.
Okay. Yeah, I see.
If you think about it, I'm kind of like the guy in Kyokai no Kanata.
Okay, yeah, I see where you're coming from on that one.
Uh-huh.
He was trying to
Yep.
put him on his sister, wasn't he?
Beauty.
Wait, hold on,
No,
guys.
that blonde guy.
Oh, the blonde guy. Okay.
I'm gonna wash stuff. Hold on.
The
Hey.
one that says bespectacled beauty.
Spectacle beauty. It says that.
Or I don't know if that's accurate, but yeah, something like that.
Okay, an UnknownOne. I'm sure you got yours already at the ready.
Yes, I do. And
Shoot.
whether I am embarrassed or not, well, let's see. I'm sure you already know that I like the type of waifu you are seeing, my profile picture.
Oh
Everyone that has
yes.
big breasts.
Yes.
And of course, if we're gonna include hentai or dojin,
Oh, yep, he's out. He's gone.
my
He's gone.
goodness.
He literally his connection cut at the perfect time.
What?
Alright,
Okay, I missed the
alright,
whole
good,
thing.
good.
I
No, you
missed the
didn't.
whole thing, man.
So, okay, so of course I like this waifu from the picture, and along with the hentai, I like older women femdom.
Well then, we went straight in
So
for
like
that
old
one.
people.
Whoa.
Well, here's my number one taste.
He's
though,
got a guilt fetish.
is that you can say I really like a lot of waifus with white hair.
Oh yes, yes, yes. I
Oh.
I already posted that in Twitter.
Yep, I've seen
Oh,
that
okay.
trend before.
I mean, you went all in for that answer. I mean, fair play. I mean,
Yeah,
damn. Alrighty then. Next one. I can't answer one of these ones, so I'm not going to say it because that'll be pointless. Ooh. Alright, this one is. I think we'll do 3 more questions. How's that sound, boys?
that's good.
Yes,
Fine.
Alright.
problem.
Alright, so this one we're going to go with Alpha's question. A particular anime series that changed your life or ultimately made you to an anime lover slash fan. I think. Have we done that one before?
I don't think we did that.
I think so.
I'm sure we did. Didn't I
Did
already
we?
ask that question before?
No, I can't
No,
think
but
whether we
I-
did
but-
or not.
But I don't think we're too. But I don't think it's that specific. Like how I point out my question. I think it's a bit different. I think it's a bit different.
Okay, I can. If we haven't done this, apologies to anyone viewing this if we have. Yeah, sorry, we're doing it again, but I'm probably going to say something different if I did say it last time. I'm
Yeah,
gonna go.
and-
I'm gonna go balls deep and say Black Lagoon.
Okay.
That's a
Alright.
really good anime.
I mean, it was one of the very few ones that I watched right off the bat, and I loved almost every second of it. Oh, I just remember this one clip in the anime where Revi's on the boat. Oh, she just goes on the boat and kills every single Nazi.
Oh right. She
Oh.
Come here, little piggy. Buh, 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 buh.
Oh yeah. That's.
really
She's easily-
badass.
she's
She
easily
is
my
a
favorite
silent
female
badass.
character of all anime.
And also, it has one of my favourite ships ever, which actually made me start liking the romance factor, even though it was a more subtle part of the anime, which also Rock and Revi. They were actually declared, I think, the best couple in anime for the year that it aired, and I think that was 2012 that it aired. I think
10.
it was 2010. Oh bloody hell! But I know they did get voted the best couple, anime couple.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, who's next?
Okay, I'm gonna go with mine.
Alright.
Okay.
I don't know if this is gonna be a pleasant answer to the people that are watching this, Lucas.
Oh no.
But I'm gonna go with. No. It's not terrible. I promise it's not terrible. I'll go with Little Busters.
Yes.
Hold on. Hold on. Wait 1 minute. I bought something related to Little Busters today.
Oh,
Bear with
nice.
me
What's it?
freaking minute.
Oh,
Yeah, sure. What's it?
let me see.
You hear this?
Yep, we're hearing it.
All right. So, what do you think is in the bag?
A figurine.
Well,
You got a figure?
no.
Um,
I
a
went
battlefield
outside. Basically, you all know I collect Vita games, right?
Yeah.
I found a little gem. And that little gem
Show us.
is the Kuduwafa after story.
Oh,
I knew it.
Oh,
I knew it.
my god.
I found it
wow.
for 2,300 yen.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Just so you know, in the UK, that's
that-
like £18. America, it's like 20. No, it's like £18 in the UK, $20 in America. By the way, if you try to import this one game here, it will cost you around £73 or $80.
Wow.
I got
So
real
expensive.
lucky with this. They also had the copy of Little Busters there, but I wanted to get this because this is even harder to get. So yeah, I've taken a picture of it. I'm probably going to put it in the video as well because I hate myself for editing. But there we
You
go.
know somewhat. I knew it. It's good wafter.
There we go.
Oh yeah, good wafter. I cannot wait for the short movie of it. I know it's not gonna be as good as or it's not gonna have that much that much plot from the visual novel itself, but I still cannot wait.
Oh, for the actual series or something like that.
Yeah.
And I cannot wait for good wafter as well. But that's because my favorite Kanata is finally gonna be the main character.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. Oh, Kudryavka. Huh?
Yeah, Kudryavka. The Russian
Yes,
doll.
yes, she is the main. She is the main girl. But I mean, Kanata is already elevated to.
Oh yeah. Right.
I also got 2 other
Because she-
games today because I was actually planning on sharing all the games I've already got when I'm over here. I started collecting the Legend of Heroes series as well on the Vita because anywhere else in the world they're expensive as goodness. And I have got a few of them already. So let me just share this as well. Sorry editing me, but I decided to do this. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yes.
I got these 2 games
Alright.
as well.
All right.
Hey,
That's good.
that's nice.
So Dragon
Legend of
Quest Heroes
Heroes.
2, which graphic-wise looks amazing for what it's on, and the final game in the Blue Sky part of the Treasures of Blue Sky.
That's great.
This Lewdcast is brought to you by Sony.
Oh, Sony,
Oh.
please sponsor me. I need revenue as much as you're censoring the games that I love in the future.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
goddamn irony.
They're probably gonna censor.
Well,
They're probably gonna censor me for including these games in my bloody video.
I know, right?
uh-oh.
Mofifis.
Anyway, keep me
Now-
posted,
now
but I'm
you know
gonna
you
go back
fucked
to my
up.
point.
Right.
I don't know.
Okay, should I go back to my point?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry about that. I just remembered all about that.
It's alright. It's good to show some couple of games to the in the video. So, okay, back to my point of the Busters. Well, prior to that, I actually watched a few couple of animes here and there. Although at that time it just didn't click into me yet. But by the time the episode 1 kicks in, the Little Busters, especially with that opening theme song, my God,
Yes.
I feel like
I know.
I feel like the anime world, the door, I vision myself, the door in front of me is opening for me to enter into that world. I'm like, wow, after the guitar strum and everything, and when it just all go blistering out with the main riffs and everything, I'm like, wow. It's like it's like these basic words that cross my mind welcome to anime. I feel like I got.
That
I feel like
that OP does give you that feeling.
I know.
I can
I know.
easily say that as I myself have Little Bastards as one of my own personal guilty pleasure animes. I'm not saying it's bad, but it's like one
Yeah,
I cannot help but go back to and
yeah,
just think,
yeah,
oh god,
yeah.
how much
I
I
know.
love you.
Yeah, I know. It took me a couple of years to know for the fact that it was produced by JC staff, but it
Hmm.
doesn't matter to me because just watching it, I know the plot is kind of confusing and all of that, but I think that's the whole point
That
of
was
the
the whole
series, I
point until
guess.
EX. Not until EX,
Yeah,
but until
yeah.
the
Refrain.
refrain. That's it.
Yeah, yeah. When they hit refrain, that was I think that's where,
It all went
that's where the
wrong.
plot it all went
Oh,
wrong and it all starts to connect. Like
Yes.
we all like
yeah.
what is actually
Yeah.
going on.
Like you had no
But
idea.
from
You had no idea what was actually happening the whole entire time of the whole entire series. It's just
yeah,
basically
the whole
like
entire
what happened
series.
with Higurashi. Like you'd
Yeah,
see it and you'd be confused on what's going on, and then the final part is like, oh, by the way, here's your explanation.
yeah,
But it does it in
yeah.
a good way.
That's why when I watched season one, I feel like I knew what is going on because I can already sense in some parts of the series because we all know how Ricky suffered narcolepsy,
Oh
plus as a
yeah,
bit of a spoiler. And
yep. But it's a common thing that happens right off the bat, so it's not a spoiler. Don't worry.
yeah, and that's not a spoiler, but I think it kind of brings in a factor into the actual connection of the plot that will be going further. And 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 as much as Little Busters changing my life, the characters, man, they are so extremely likable, man. I cannot, I cannot think of a way to hate them other than the fact that when we turn to refrain, it just turns into shit. But regardless, I still love all of them.
Oh yeah, my favorite was what's his name, the tall guy with the red bandana.
Oh,
Red
the
Band,
macho guy.
Masato,
Yosuke.
Yeah,
Masato.
Masato.
Oh
Masato
yeah,
is my
Masato.
favorite in that
No,
entire
wait.
series.
You said red hair, right?
No,
No,
Red
with the
Band.
Oh,
red
red band.
headband.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Band.
he was my
Kiniko, yeah,
favorite.
yeah.
In
Kiniko, yeah, yeah. Kiniko, yeah, yeah.
He's an idiot, but he is really likable.
yeah, he's a
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
lovable
super
idiot.
likable.
Especially in
Yes.
refrain, man.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like he manned up.
yeah, he bloody
Just
manned
like
up.
Tiny Boy.
Lol.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, I
Lol.
think and the side characters, yeah, they're also likable as well. Even though it kind of took me a while actually to kind of get used to them, especially when it goes to Haruka's arc. So
Okay.
Oh.
so
Yeah,
so
yeah,
all
yeah.
but all in all, the plot, the setup of the plot was actually pretty good, despite the fact it's produced by JC staff. The characters were simply amazing. The music was wonderful, and you know all the way to refrain and EX, all the lead up to that, it was and my anticipation for for the next season that is those two, it was actually worth it for me.
Nice. And who is
Nice.
next? As is it just unknown
Uh,
left, or have you not said your one yet? Cool one.
CoolOne is
I haven't
next.
said mine yet. Okay, so going back to 2 years ago, the first anime that I've watched, it was my on my birthday was Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. But the whole point is right, the anime that changed my life. So basically, I was watching a few good ones like Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, Angel Beats. But what topped it off was just freaking Clanad.
Mm.
Clanad. It hooked me in the anime world. I felt it. I felt the freaking vibe of the anime. I felt every single feeling that has to be felt in the anime. I loved it from the bottom of my heart.
And
Yeah.
plus, that's actually that's possibly one of the only enemies that I actually teared up. But that was only in one specific clip, actually.
Well, with me, with Clanad especially, I knew about the big spoiler that happened in After Story already, but when it happened, it still broke me. Like, I even knew what was going to happen, and it still broke me. And then after that, I didn't even know what happened then, and then I broke down even more. I can relate to this. Like,
Yep.
it's just one of the things that'll catch you the most off guard, and CoolOne's microphone has gone off. Yippee-ki-yay.
I'm
Yes.
doing
Oh, there we go, he's
something.
back.
Oh yeah, and now he's
Oh,
doing
okay.
some. I think he's washing dishes or something, so he had to
Wash them
mute
dishes,
his own
boy.
microphone.
Alright. And finally, UnknownOne.
Yes. Okay. So, particular. I mean, what's the oh
It's basically
changed
what...
my
Yeah,
life
yeah,
that
yeah.
made me anime lover fan.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm, uh, the anime I watch with this one is it it's a niche and not everyone else would like it. Of course.
Okay.
So it's the anime adaptation of Kohime Muso.
Koihime
That
Muso. Oh!
yes,
Yeah, that
the
one's
the
an
anime
adult visual
adaptation.
novel, isn't it?
There is an anime adaptation. I watched
Yeah.
that one and you know this also really dated back one of the where I used to live really outdated lifestyle
Okay.
and you know because of lack of internet I repeatedly watched that particular anime and suddenly the more I watch it the more it really it drags me into this anime realm that well actually that made me an anime fan and it made motivated me to watch and experience more of the anime.
That is very fair. Do you know
Yep.
what?
That's
I
nice.
didn't expect Koihime Muso though. I mean, I've never watched the anime, but I knew it had a visual novel that was highly praised, and I also do want to play it.
Yeah, the anime adaptation was you can say it's mediocre.
Yeah, that I mean, it didn't. I remember seeing the ratings of it from majority on my anime list, and it didn't have the highest of ratings. And I remember seeing that a while ago. But yeah, I mean, if it changes your life, it doesn't matter if it's good, bad, art is terrible, art
Yes,
is great.
that's the whole point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It,
I just picked that anime because that's the time when I used to of course live outdated lifestyle without internet of course.
yeah,
do you know what? Fair play. I'm mildly impressed by that one. Okay, so now we are going to the last two questions. And the first of them was also from Unknown. What do you think about the visual novel community? Ooh.
I'm gonna leave myself into this one, but if I'm gonna have my opinion about this one, I believe it is just as bad or maybe worse than the anime community. So I'm gonna leave you two on this one.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Yeah, you did not play the
I'm
visual
gonna be the
novels, so
same. I haven't really checked out any visual novels yet. I haven't played any,
Okay,
so
so
I
it's
don't
just
know a single thing about the
so it's
community.
a tennis match between me and Unknown. Got it.
yeah, just two
Yes.
of us.
Okay, I
Who's gonna
mean,
get the who's gonna get the 15 love?
Uh,
oh,
Okay.
you obviously. Okay, the umpire's gone. Does that mean we automatically win the match?
Well,
I say you take the lead, Yusha. You played more visual novels than me.
I mean, I with the visual novel community, one part that annoys me about recent visual novelists, believe it or not, are some of the visual novel devs. Like one especially that's making. I'm not gonna say who they are, but basically, I responded with a joke in one of their things. It wasn't even supposed to be taken seriously. It was satire. And that said individual, I had played one of their visual novels on my channel as well. Like, I played it and I loved it. They then went on a full-on rant at me for just saying a joke, and it wasn't even that bad at all. And I'm like, Jesus, it was supposed to only be a joke. You don't have to take it like that. And then they went on to say further, it's like, what if somebody thought if you were serious? There's me like, you're on the internet, where anybody can reply. You've got to be prepared for anything. And there's me like making a light joke. So I guess in this one, it's new devs actually are some new devs, especially in Western visual novels. They are way too opinionated. Like, they like to shove their own opinion so much down other people's throats that it kind of puts them off of their own games. Like, sure, I'm not saying that they make bad games. Don't get me wrong. Some do, some don't. But at the same time, you're a dev. You're making a game. And you can't just chow down on someone because of a joke, or maybe they said one thing you didn't like. I mean, if you ram your entire opinion down their throat, that's just gonna turn people away and make them not interested in you. That's business 101. Why would you attack your own market? I mean, that's like a business committing suicide.
Yeah, I
So
agree.
I would say Western devs right now are the biggest problem. Like certain Western devs with very aggressive opinions.
I see.
Alright, and you unknown?
Yep. So it's my turn, and this is the reason why I asked this question.
Okay.
So, yeah, I really have. I really think badly about the visual novel community, more so than the anime community, because you see, here's the differences. Like, of course, you have two kinds of fan bases, right?
Yeah.
Like, one is the Western worldwide community,
Mm.
and the other one are the Japanese
The
ones.
Japanese community,
Like,
yes.
like, because why I'm asking this question is, why are some of these people from the visual community questioning about, particular hentai scenes in the visual novels, and especially with anything related to Nukige, which was, of course, more than a
Yeah, I know
storyline,
Nukige.
because the visual novel community, I don't know if they really just want to go all out want to play visual novel without any hentai scenes at all. But some people really need to understand that this is also entertainment, and there are niche audience who enjoy these particular hentai scenes.
Are you on about specifically only adult visual novels rather than ones that are originally like all ages, or some that are just mature themes, or is it just
I think
adult
it
ones?
could be applied to anything if I say so.
Yeah.
I think it could be applied to anything.
If it is for me, there really should be like two places for at least one particular visual novel. Of course, one all ages for those who don't want any hentais or fan services at all, and
Don't
of
buy
course
it.
there is the adult one for someone like me. Let's just say that.
Yeah. Like, I don't understand that. Like, why they're not buying the game, so why are they complaining about the game? Like, it's like me complaining about a band and I've never heard their music. Like, sure, it's weird if you've never done it or seen it. Like, some of them even have a really good story. Like, I could name this one right now, Evenical. Evenical is really good. And it is one of those more mature games that I've been playing since I've gotten to Japan, and I love the characters, I love the overworld, I love the way that the game functions. It's doable, and it's actually very fun. But some people looked at it and was like, oh, it's an adult game. That's just that. And there's me like, yeah, you ain't played it, have you? Like, sure, it's got these themes, but you know you can just skip right past them, you know? You don't have to judge a game completely on the adult freaking content tag over the actual story.
Yeah. Well, what I also don't like is some of these people also assumed or claimed that, of course, like we are children playing this type of games. You know that.
Yeah, kids are
you know-
playing a visual novel, and it's
what a joke! What a joke that they made. That's the best
It's-
joke that they've ever come up
it's
with.
like they made it as common memes all of a sudden.
I mean, is this in relation to Steam also shadow banning some visual novels, even though they were greenlit before?
I'm just saying this is a visual novel in general, along with
Oh,
the
okay.
community.
Yeah, I think they get the worst reputation out of all the other genres, which I can say is annoying. I can see in a way why, but at the same time, they're not bothering to checking it out. They're not bothering to check it out themselves. They don't give it a try. I mean, the way that I see visual novels is, it's like a moving book. It's a moving book that you are in control of with your choices, unless it's linear. And some people just like to generalize. That's just how they are. I can agree.
And also, I'm making this comparison between the Western visual novels and the Japanese visual novels. Is that you okay? This is just my opinion, all right?
Yeah, that's fair.
It's that yeah, I really like the Japanese visual novels more. Whether they have stories or not, I really like a lot of Nukige stuffs,
Mm.
and they're freaking. I mean, in my opinion, they really have a lot of visual novels that are gold mine than those that were already localized and translated. And there are only few studios that allowed for this kind of content in Manga Gamer, which recently they have Imoto Paradise 2.
Oh dear, that one. Oh god, I hate that. I know what it is. No,
You don't like that?
no, it's not. I refrain from answering.
Oh, I'm okay with your take. So
I
don't
mean,
mind.
the way I see it is a double-edged sword. I mean, yeah, the quality is really up there in that lot, but it's still something I've not even played yet, so it's kind of alien to me. I don't know that. It looks good. I just haven't really played it. And also, I don't want to go to prison just yet.
Yeah, and I don't know why Manga Gamer also get this reputation that okay, sure, they allowed Nukige, but I mean, come on, there is a lot of ways to enjoy with this what they have in Manga Gamer.
I mean, it's just depending on licensings as well. I mean, some businesses are also not willing to. There's a big thing in Japanese business here that I've studied, and it seems to me like if a Japanese company, you can open up a company here in Japan for just $1, but the only problem is once you open that company and you go into debt, you will be the one that will be in debt, not the company, because you are the owner. You have no protection. So, if you become an entrepreneur or try to create something new by yourself and you go in debt, they can even take away your property and other bits around you in your house to pay off the debt. That's what they can do. So it's a really big risk. So if they decide to release the game outside of Japan and have it translated, some of them try and think, is it worth it or not? But then another part of me thinks that it's probably not to do with that at all. Some part of me makes me think that it could be that. But on the other side... Oh, what's the word for this? An unwillingness? An unwillingness, maybe, to do it?
Yeah, unwillingness.
Like, maybe they wanted to have it posted by someone else. I don't know what the hell happened now, and everyone's muted and I'm all by myself.
Because of the dogs, they're barking.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Lamau.
Oh, everyone's come back. Thank you.
Do you really
Wow.
think that we
Wow.
left we didn't listen and we left ourselves off? Come on now. At
I
least
know, but
love.
me being the only one not muted made me feel like I was all alone.
Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah,
just the
I-
dogs.
Yeah, I just didn't pay attention to the Discord. That's why that's why it took me a while. So I had to unmute.
I see.
So now we're going to wrap this up with one final question right now because we're reaching that time, boys. You ready? It's actually me being selfish with the last question because I don't make a lot of questions.
Right, sure,
Alright.
go ahead.
Anime cliches, bad or good? Like, you name one anime cliche, and you tell me whether it's a good cliche or a bad cliche.
Falling down and accidentally holding a boob.
No, that's just quality.
B to the A to the motherfucking D.
I mean, it's cliche as hell. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, we've seen it in every ecchi, and it's a cliche.
Every action.
And then you get the
No.
"Kono hentai" line.
Though I'll make that
Baga, shine.
I'll make that as an exception for hentai, which is okay.
Yes, it is
I
okay.
mean,
hentai.
that's the whole point of it, I guess. Yeah,
Because ecchi is just nothing but a tease. Let's be fair.
yeah, that's what it's supposed to be. Because if it goes any further than that, it won't air on
But you
TV.
know what?
No, I
You
mean
know
I
what?
mean the
You know what? You know what? In my opinion, this cliche is actually good, but it's bad at the same time. It actually
I kind of
depends
agree.
on how they pull this cliche off.
It
Like, for
depends on the
example,
situation, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on the situation. For example, this guy was facing backwards, and then he fell forwards, and then he suddenly
Like how
moved
he
180
managed to go
degrees.
around.
Yeah, like
Yes.
how in the world could he do that?
How did she
It's
get
like he
tangled
fell-
in the console wires?
Yeah, wait,
oh
hold on.
my
It's kinda like
goodness.
that.
I agree with that.
Yeah. It's like you're gonna be falling sideways, and then the next scene, the next cutscene, you fell forward. Like, how? Where's
Define
logic?
laws of physics here.
not just physics?
I
Where
blame
is
the fitness gram
fucking
pacer test.
logic? The fitness gram pacer test is a multi-stage. No, I'm not gonna.
The run from the pole test will begin in 10 seconds. Ready?
Oh,
Set.
yeah. Yes.
Alright.
Okay, we're naming this Lewdcast. Yuusha turns into Dracula.
No! We're too late for the Halloween special.
Yes.
Yeah.
Does that mean I have to do outro like this?
Yes.
Oh god, what have I done?
Boy.
Why do I hate myself? Right. Moving on. Alright.
You're not
Okay.
yourself, Yuusha. You're a different Yuusha. Who are you?
The cliche that I choose. The cliche
yes,
that I
yes.
hate. The cliche that I hate the most. Like, I understand why they do it, and I think it's fine if it's a kid's show. But the one I hate the most is when a character says their catchphrase every episode.
Oh, oi.
Oi, strike the blood. Strike the blood.
Exactly. Go back to this one. That was the cliche that made me hate it the most. Like,
Speaking of strike the blood, I just watched the final episode of season 3 OVA,
you
and I
sick
just literally, I I am a sick bastard. I had to go through hell from it, and I had to skip. I had to skip some parts, especially that catchphrase, because I knew the catchphrase is coming.
You know
I
where it's
knew it was
coming,
coming.
yes.
I knew
And
it
it's
was
so
coming.
From a mile
predictable.
away. From a mile away, you can see it. You can hear it. You can
Yeah,
feel it.
yeah. You
From a
can hear, you
mile
can
away,
feel
you
it.
can hear insert spoiler.
Yeah, because
Haha.
you can hear Akatsuki Kojo building up that speech. I can already tell he is courageous enough to talk back to his opponent. Yeah, I can understand that, and I'm just going, yeah. Just say your stupid
Uh,
catchphrase and have your little bitch complete it for you. Let that little bitch complete it for you, and I will skip it. Thank you very much, and now move on to the fight.
That's how you make
Then I,
Strike the Blood like 100 times better.
though,
yeah.
though,
Yes.
wouldn't
Yes.
wouldn't wouldn't catchphrases be actually selective? Because I mean, okay, not strike the
Yes.
blood,
Yeah.
but for some animes, this is
Yes.
Yeah,
okay.
this is why I say it's a
Yeah.
good thing. Like, for example,
Yes.
Detective
Yes.
Conan. The culprit is you. Like, that makes sense because
that
there's a murder
Yeah.
that happens in it, and it makes sense. Like,
Yeah,
if
that makes
it's
a
like
lot
a
of
fight
sense.
thing where it's
Yes.
like, oh,
And
this is our fight. It's like, no, just
yeah.
Oh my
no,
fucking
go kill my brain
Also,
cells rather than my
another
boner.
that is easily the worst catchphrase in anime history. I don't
It's
care
so
what other
cliche.
people think.
Even Naruto sighed when he heard that.
Any weak any catchphrase from Naruto that is so bad it is already
You
better than
can't beat
Strike
him
the
by
Bloods.
yourself. This is now our fight. Gang hood.
Oh boy.
All right, who's
And
next?
then the villains lose.
Who's next?
No one.
Okay, for me, I think it's kind of related to the catchphrase that you're saying, but I'm gonna try to make it a little bit of more of a general point here.
Okay.
It's pretty much a shonen type, you know, how the protagonist come back from a fight.
Ah.
Yes,
Uh, I
yes.
think the term you mean plot armor.
Sometimes they're
No,
good. Sometimes they
not
suck.
no, not plot armor. I'm talking about how they
Yeah,
came
like
back.
how
It's
they
not
win.
Yeah, how they win. It's not about
Uh,
them. It's not about them surviving all that because we all know that they're gonna win anyway. All I wanna know is how they came
Yes.
back and eventually win. Because at one point they will make some. It's related to Yusha. It can be make some stupid catchphrase, and then all of a sudden, and then there's another point there. You will have you will have a secret move that nobody, and I mean nobody notices, and then they suddenly put it to use, and it put us into shock, including the villain themselves. I'm like, huh, I've never seen that before. Where were you when you are trying to build up that move? I mean, it kind of makes
Kuroko no
sense when.
Basuke.
I mean, it kind of makes sense. Yes, yes. Especially with that ignite pass thing. I'm like, okay, when did Kuroko put a little tweak to that superpower type pass? I mean, I like it. I mean, it's cool.
Oh,
But
yes.
when did he learn? When did he practices that? When did he do that?
He's a
It
ghost. You're
just
not supposed to notice it.
yeah. Well, okay, that's fair enough. But for some, but
Also,
for other,
Akashi's double Emperor Eye.
yeah, it's so OP, my dude.
Do you know what? I think I can agree with you on some bits. Like, if it's extremely
Yep.
painfully predictable how they're going to win, just... I
Yeah.
mean, as much as I love Yu-Gi-Oh!, I've got to say this. It's so easy to tell that the main protagonist is most of the time going to win, and sometimes it's going to be something stupid. Like, I could say it's especially for the Kuribo or Blue Eyes White Dragon versus Kuribo on the top of the roof. Like, in the beginning of Yu-Gi-Oh! That one was bollocks.
Oh.
And I know it's bollocks by the rules of Yu-Gi-Oh! And the times that I really like how I see how the character comes out of it. This one's not shonen, but it's one of my favourites. It's Kaiji. Gyakukuro Burai Kaiji. Basically, it's the guy who's always in debt. And he goes to a boat, basically, to earn enough money to get rid of his debt, and it can cost him his life. And CoolOne keeps on dying today.
I don't know why. Now he's being the one dying here.
Yeah.
Unlike someone who is.
There we go. He's
Alright,
back. Oh,
carry
for
on.
fuck's sake!
Okay. At some point,
Oh, mute chat, mute chat.
Gonna,
Damn connection.
someone's gonna. Someone's gonna have a compilation, and we're gonna have someone edit CoolOne's avatar pop up when he connects. And then when it disconnects, he just disappeared.
It's just his connection's
imagine-
just going. Poor soul.
I know, right?
But
Like,
Jesus.
Carry on.
I'm experiencing. I don't know if this is a bug, but whenever I'm trying to type, I just leave the call automatically. I don't know how. I don't know why. But every time I try to type, poof, gone.
Poof.
I see.
Why?
All right, carry on.
Do this to me?
Shall
Alright,
we?
so who was
Unknown
next?
Unknown.
Unknown's the final one. Final one for you, Run, for the time.
Oh.
Unknown.
So it's the final one for me.
Yes.
Anime cliches, good or bad.
Yeah, it could be a good or a bad one.
Okay. I'm just gonna go with the typical damsel in distress as bad anime cliches.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you kind of tell when it's coming as well. Sometimes it's done well, especially if it's someone strong is actually kind of struggling. Like that's when it's good. But most of the time, it's just garbage.
No, the other thing is I also do not like some of the male saving a princess. Just that kind of cliche, of course. That's what I mean by damsel in distress. For
Yep,
example, like High School DD.
Yeah.
Yes.
I still keep in track with that, by the way. So, anyway, carry on.
Okay. Well, besides that, let's see. Good anime cliche. Let's see. Let's just go with the sexy shots, should I say?
Oh, the Uchi
Oh,
angles.
okay.
I mean, like the shot you were showing, this girl's has some nice bosom up and down. My goodness,
Oh,
what am
yeah.
I saying?
You mean like
Yeah.
they do some unintentional
Yeah, the
pose
sudden-
and stuff?
Yes.
When you're in
yes.
university and you see titties on the screen by
Yeah.
mistake.
Okay. Yeah, I get what you mean. I get what you mean.
Those. Oh boy.
I've had that happen in college. I've had it happen. I was watching. Oh god, what was I watching? Magikoi.
K-Joke?
I was watching
Oh, never
Magikoi.
mind.
Oh god,
Magikoi.
that was probably one of the worst things to watch in college. Oh boy.
But the one you saw was good, right?
Oh yeah. Oh, it was good.
He secretly
I can't
got
lie.
that.
I can't lie about it. It was good. But I can actually kind of agree to some extent, but sometimes it's done right. I mean, would you rather it just be all in just one static bit looking at one bit of normal when either a main guy or girl's changing and it just stay like that? I mean, I understand why they change the angles. It's because it's also a way to show off the art. I mean, this just reminded me of one thing that I absolutely love, especially with those scenes, and this is actually a good cliche. Flat chest jokes. Don't stop them. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Keep them coming.
Oh. Neptunia is the best example.
No, the best example for me was
So you suck.
my best example was how not to summon a demon lord. If you guys know that clip.
Yes, I know that.
Bounce. Fla fla. Fucking dies on a flat chest.
Wow.
Yeah, that clip.
Yeah.
I love it.
Anyway.
I agree with that. It just depends on the situation. But
Yes.
for me, I I just find it good.
Like, it's good to look at, but at the same point time, it's like, why?
For me, let's just say it's like cigarette.
You're just bored of it all.
No,
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 you're
I
bored
mean,
of seeing
I
it,
mean,
but you don't mind seeing it. It's like generic.
Yeah.
well, okay, if it makes me satisfied, sure. But what I mean is, this is just like based on, of course, my experiences in life, right? I'm having work and, of course, having a hard day. So sometimes I really want to cool off just looking at those scenes. That's my
Those.
opinion.
Oh, those scenes. Yes,
What kind of?
indeed. I know those scenes.
Oh wait.
I know them all.
I just like to see those scenes. Okay, it's just for me to just like cope with my
To
stress
release your
and
stress. Yeah, to
cool
release your
off.
stress.
Yes.
Do you know, and now I've just got
You
the
have
thought in my
some-
head since Dracula's been mentioned, just imagining like the world of a Rosario vampire. And just imagining, in that world, Dracula just goes into the freaking women's changing room, just watching, be like, ooh, and being my next victim. He just becomes the right old sucker we know him to be. He'll leave your vascular system drier than your freaking... I'm not going to finish that sentence. Right, moving on.
Yeah.
Can I say my last one?
Yes.
Just one.
Yes.
Sure.
Ara ara.
That's a
Hey,
normal
why?
thing.
You know what?
That's actually a
That's
normal
one
thing that's
cliche.
usually said in Japan.
Yeah.
That's a normal thing
That's
said in
one
Japan.
Cliche. That's one cliche I don't mind seeing, but it's kind of boring to see.
It's actually a normal thing for an older person to say when they're speaking to a younger person, and I've experienced this personally with my landlady's mother. She's lovely, bless her. She actually spoils me by giving me treats. But how do I put this? It's mostly slightly older people that would say that rather than younger people. So it is kind of unusual
Yes.
to hear it with your near sons. But
Yes.
I'm not totally against it. It's predictable if you know what genre you're looking for. But normally it's a bit like, yeah. Just yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, that looks like we're about to wrap up now. This next installment of Lewdcast.
Man,
Oh,
Ooh.
this is a.
There's a bit of a
I bet
link.
this is the best. I bet this is the best one so far. Again, who knows?
I mean, I think we've
I
done
mean, I
alright with
just-
some of the questions. I'm just glad we actually
Yeah.
had way more questions than
it
last
is-
time.
And we
I
have-
guess I get the best one.
That's
Listen
nice.
here, you little shit.
Yeah.
I have got the god boy. I have got the tiny boy to smite upon you.
Oh, okay. Do it. I'm ready.
Alright, you ready for this? You ready for this?
Okay.
Well, I asked for this. Come on.
Let me give you my time.
Alright.
I nearly said something very bad, then that could have been taken way out of context. I nearly said, let me show you my tiny boy. Oof.
Okay.
There we go. Give you my tiny boy. There we go. That's
Boy.
Oh, right.
Okay. That looks like shaking
right. Just
hands,
just
sure,
just
why not?
fucking quote me on it.
Exactly.
Just quote me. I don't care now. Just quote me on it. Right. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of the Lewdcast. If you managed to make it to the end, I don't know how because we're cringy as hell.
Heh.
Yep.
But if you did, please make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and also thanks to these lovely three, Alpha, CoolOne, and Unknown for joining me on this.
Don't subscribe. Don't like.
Boy, you trying to sabotage me?
Oh.
It's you, isn't it?
Come on.
Hold on, is that Susan?
Go to
Is
my
that Susan
channel, go on
Wojciechowski?
125,
Yo.
R.I.P.
and you will see great content. I swear.
You Son of a bitch.
Wait.
Wow.
Actually, that reminds me. This is I don't know. I don't know how this happened, but me and the Alpha will be teaming up with Anime Trending.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. We'll be
Sweet.
working under Anime Trending. For me, I'll be a video editor for them.
No, technically, we're working with Anime Trending, but we are actually under one page that is actually working with Anime Trending.
Yeah,
Okay.
but,
I do know the channel. I've
Yeah.
actually seen some of the content now I think about it. So yeah, if you guys want to see
Well-
Anime Trending as well, I'll probably remember the link. I
go
hope.
ahead.
I'll try to remember.
Yeah.
I'm not great with this
Yeah.
stuff, I know.
Hey.
Alright. But all seriousness.
I finally managed to sell out something in Yuusha's channel. Hell yes.
Alright,
Lucky
now
lucky-
hold on a
that's
minute.
luck-
Where's
that's
my
lucky-
ban hammer?
That's lucky number 7. That's lucky number.
May the hammer of judgment be
Yes,
smitten
yes,
upon you.
right.
That's lucky number 7 for you, mate.
Son of a
That's
guys.
lucky number 7.
We will most certainly see you in the next one.
There will be no next one. I tell you. No next one.
Alright, I'm gonna
It's gone.
I'm gonna prove you wrong. Watch this.
Oh, not now?
Yes!
Okay, wait. Alright. Okay, I'll say this now. This is what all of us humans need in society. Treats our life as its hometown.
So what's that make the midriff?
Oh my goodness. Really?
Home sweet home.
Alabama. Right. There we go. Bonus content.
No,
Yeehaw!